Hey everybody, Aaron here. Welcome back to the Anime Talk, the show where we ask why. Just plain and simple, why? Yes, obviously from the title, probably, well, hopefully from the title. I'm not sure about that or not. But from the title, I'm going to be talking about why do episodic reviews or episode reviews exist, and why do live reactions for individual episodes, you know, and episodic things in general exist. Like, what's the purpose behind it? So, obviously, you know, as someone who does primarily episode reviews, I mean, that's where my YouTube channel comes into play. I don't really do very many live reactions. I do them once in a blue moon. I used to call them live reviews, and I used to get a lot of crap from my friends about this. Like, oh, haha, you don't call it live reviews. To me, it just states the same thing as a live reaction. I mean, but I'm just reviewing the episode on live. I'm actually doing it, you know, with everyone else. It's not recorded or pre-recorded. That's why I called it a live review, and I never really thought there was an issue with that. And to be honest with you, I know a lot of my friends don't understand that, but I've also met plenty more people that do understand that and agree with me. I mean, it's live. It's like if you do a live recording, you're doing a live recording of something. You're doing it while everyone can see. If you're doing a live reaction, you're doing a reaction that everyone can see. Technically, live reactions that are recorded or pre-recorded aren't live anymore. And I always want to tell people that because I'm like, basically think that you're giving me crap for live reviews, but look what you're doing. You know, you're doing something that's technically not live, just being honest. But besides all that, you know, the thing is that, you know, for me, why I do episodic reviews, and I will talk about why I think people do live reactions and stuff like that. I'll talk about that later. But for me, why I do live reviews comes in the same. It comes in like the principle of I just want to talk to people about the episode. And I know that a lot of people understand that, but there are a lot of people that go, "What's the point? You know, we just saw an episode. Do we really need to hear about the same things that we just saw, etc.?" And that's why when I first started doing a live episode, or actually when I started doing episode reviews, I actually made sure that for the most part, you know, I was always doing it where it was a summary of the episode. I was like, I had screenshots, and I was doing it where I would talk about each scene and some of the more popular scenes of the episode. And then one of my friends actually told me, yeah, that doesn't make sense though. You're basically just regurgitating what we just saw, like 10 minutes ago or 20 minutes ago or whatever. And I kind of like, it hit me because I realized that's actually true. That's actually 100% true. And you know, when it comes to like written reviews and stuff for episodes and stuff, I understand that a little bit more of how you have to kind of regurgitate a little bit more information because obviously you're talking about the episode, but to talk about that in a space of, you know, a written review, you need to have more detail on it. I think though, even then, too much detail in any like episode review is also kind of not necessary. And that's why, you know, a lot of people say, oh, you know, your reviews are only like 3 minutes, 5 minutes long. Yeah, that's because I do them on purpose to be short. They're not meant to be 10 minutes long or 20 minutes. I'm not going to go into amounts of detail because there's no point to it, really, if you think about it. I don't want to make money off of just having videos that are like 10 minutes long and stuff like that, because I know a lot of people, whether they believe it or not, that's the reason why they have long reviews, if they're not doing a very like in-depth thing about it. But even when they do in-depth, sometimes I know plenty of them that do that on purpose just because they want to get that YouTube money. And I mean, I can't, you know, you can't blame them. That's their only way of sometimes providing for whatever they're doing, but there's a reason behind it. You know, when I do an episode review, and now at least more so than ever, it's that I want to talk to you guys and girls like I'm literally talking to my friend. And that's something that's never changed on my channel. I did that way back when, even when I first started the episode reviews. I wanted to make it less personal and make it less sound like a script. Like, even with these anime talks, I flub, I say stupid crap, I mess up here and there, but I don't edit them because this is meant to be a more like retroactive type of talk with you guys. Like, I'm trying to talk to you guys as if I'm talking to you up close and personal or in your face or actually with you, you know, or maybe on a headset, whatever you want to call it. And I do that so this way, yeah, if I make mistakes, hey, it's human nature. We make mistakes, obviously. That's why, you know, sometimes I could go a little off topic, but like even right now, I'm kind of going off topic, but I'm not doing that on purpose. I am still within the vein of what I'm talking about. But, you know, with an episode review, and that's kind of what I mean by this, is that, you know, I want people to understand, hey, this is what I thought about the episode, this is what I liked about it, what I disliked, and my overall thought. That's it. Simple as that. And I do that to be quick and efficient and to the point. You know, if that takes 2 minutes, it takes 2 minutes. If it takes 5, it takes 5. You know, it just really depends on the episode. I mean, there are some episodes that you can spend 8 minutes talking about every single detail. Like, oh my god, did you see that scene where this guy got into a fight with this character? And oh my god, or this part where they share this passionate kiss, it was amazing, it was incredible. You can talk about that for like 5 to 10 minutes straight. But then there's other times where it's like, oh, they went to this new place and all they did was talk for 10 minutes. You really shouldn't be making that into a 10-minute discussion, because there's no point to it, unless you're really breaking down every single thing they're saying, which then could even go past 10 minutes, and it's like, why? There's no point to it. Really, there's like some of my subscribers have said in the past, you know, they don't understand why most people do it that way, because that doesn't make sense if you think about it. You just saw the episode. There's no point to rehear about the episode. Now, I know I'm not the only one who's done this before. There's other people that have done this on the YouTube scene before, where they just focus on doing quick reviews and stuff like that. I'm not saying that I made this happen out of nowhere. I'm like, oh, I'm brand new to the scene with this. No, by any means. I started watching some other reviewers, and I started seeing how they did their way of doing, and then I realized, okay, what I want to change about it, what I want to do, and how I want to make it work for my own channel, but in the same vein as, okay, I want to make it shorter and to the point. And lo and behold, that's where my current stuff is. So, you know, I don't expect to ever get a lot of views on my reviews, did I say that correctly? I said a lot of views on my reviews, right? I don't really expect that. I don't. It's the truth about it, reviewers, is that we don't get a lot of views. You know, off-series reviews and stuff like that, full series, I typically get a lot more, only because there's stuff that people really like, and you know, people are just like, oh, hey, I've seen this whole series, I want to see what people are thinking about, or what someone's talking about it, whatever. And those can do a lot better. Those usually can give me 1,000 views, or even like 5,000, etc. I've gotten some with 10, etc. But you know, that's to be expected with those. And obviously, the bigger your channel is, the more views you're going to get for that. Just plain simple as that. But you know, in terms of my episode reviews, I never really expect to get hundreds and hundreds of views. I mean, for me, it's only worth it if I get at least 100, or at least like 50 for some of them. Like, I know if I really am super late to a review, I'm not going to get that many, and I'm okay with that. I understand that. Already kind of used to that before. Like, I mean, for example, yesterday alone, this video is going out probably Thursday, August 24th, if I'm looking at it correctly, and yesterday alone I had 3 videos that I had done, and they all hit basically around like 20 to 30 views, and it hurts, it sucks, don't get me wrong, but it's also to be expected. It's why I want to do it, unfortunately. But, you know, and then let's talk about now, you know, where I'll end this, actually. Let me end it like this first. I understand that I'm not ever going to get very popular off just reviews. At least, you know, I'll gain subscribers at a decent rate, but I won't ever get to be like millions of subscribers. It's not what I'm going for anyways. I just want it to be a very casual channel anyways. And it works for what it does, I think. Now, in the same vein, let's talk about live reactors or live reviewers, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call it live reviewers because I think that makes more sense, because in the sense that, or at least in the sense of like my style, if you're doing a review of something live, it's a live review. Plain simple. I don't really understand why that's such a big freaking deal. Look up words, folks. It's like there's a dictionary. You know, it exists for a reason. You know, look up the word live, and then look up review, and then put them together and go, oh, that makes sense now. I don't know. Like some of the arguments I get in with my friends just completely baffle me, to be honest with you, sometimes. And you have to like almost, I hate to say, when you have some friends that are so ignorant to certain things or stubborn with things, you just gotta get like let it go, like just let it slide right off you. Anyways, let me stop ranting about that, but let's talk about live reactors in general. So live reactors, the same question could be asked to them. Why do they do episode live reactions? Because realistically, folks, and this is whether you want to believe it or not, if a video gets, we'll say, 20,000 views on a live reaction for like episode 2 or 5 or whatever, how many of those people actually are staying there from beginning to end to watch someone's reaction of a show that either A, they've seen already before, or B, are watching currently? Probably not as many as you think. I'd be honest with you, if I actually gauged it, I would say probably less than, you know, a quarter, maybe even less than like 10% are staying there watching the whole reaction, or just basically skipping through it to see like various parts or how the person reacted on various parts. Most people, whether you want to believe it or not, I don't care if you're live reacting and you get offended by this is the reality of it. Just understand it. It's not like I'm saying there's anything wrong with doing it this way, but it's the reality behind it. Live reactions, most people get enticed to watching them in the first place or going to them because they think, oh man, the episode's going to be there, I could watch the episode without the sound. And I know some people are like, well, why would they want to watch the episode? people will just read the subtitles. I mean, that's the whole. A lot of times they'll be like, "Oh, I'm okay with just reading subtitles. It's a faster way." And then there are plenty of people that do the videos with sound, and you know, obviously get copyright strike nowadays more than ever, but still take that risk and have full videos on there, and people watch it and go, "Oh, okay, I see the scene." You know, most people just click off as soon as they see, "Oh, wait, there's no video, there's no anime review, video. I'm not watching this." Then click off. And that's the reality behind it, guys and girls. It's just that for those, live reactions make, I want to say, some sense of the vein of you want people that want to see your reactions to certain things, but the same vein, I've never understood that in comparison to an episode review. Like, I understand episode reviews, and this could be, you can call this partial biased, you can call this because I'm a reviewer, it's like, oh, maybe you're just saying this because you only understand reviews, but I would love to just hear from you guys too in the comments below. You can tell me what you think about this, and I would be completely open to whatever you say about this. And keep it, folks, keep it civil. I don't want delete comment. I will delete comments if I see people start bashing live reactors or reviewers, etc. I don't want to see that, because I know a lot of my good friends on YouTube do live reactions, and I don't want to, I'm not taking shots at them. I'm just saying that in the concept, it makes less sense than doing a review, because at least you're doing a review, you're talking about an episode and describing it, while a reaction video is just you watching an episode, making random faces or reactions to the episode. And while some people love that, because I know there's plenty of times that I like watching someone's reaction to like a horror episode or a really good episode, most people aren't there for that. Most people just want to see if the video is there or not. You know, if it's not there, they're like, oh, click off, I'm not watching this. That's the reality behind it. You know, you can ask all day though. Here's the bottom line to this anime talk. You can ask all day, why do people do reviews? Why do people do live reactions? Because we want to. That's the bottom line to it. We want to do that. I know plenty of my friends that want to do episode reviews that know they're not going to get more than like 100 views or maybe 1,000 if they have like a couple thousand subscribers. Equally, I know plenty of people that do live reactions for the same reason, that even though they know there's not like a lot of interaction in their videos, they still want to see some people comment, and for them that's enough. Even if they have 20,000 views and there's only like 3 comments, because I've seen plenty of videos like that where it's like, oh, what the there's only 3 comments and it's 20,000 views. What the hell? That's just the bottom line to it, and they want to do it. I want to do episode reviews. That's the basic reason behind all of it. But if you go into details, obviously there's other reasons why people can do it, but that's the reason I think why at the heart of it we do what we do on YouTube. Now, as I said before, comment down below, what are your thoughts? Do you like episode reviews? Do you like live reactions, etc.? Why do you watch live reactions? Why do you watch episode reviews? I would love to hear and kind of gauge from what people say in the comments down below. So definitely feel free to say it. Just keep everything civil. Don't attack anyone, because I'm not attacking anyone. I'm not saying that there's any reason not to do either one. I don't want that to happen, and I will delete any comments or report them depending on what they are very quickly. That's just how it is, because I want the Anime Talk is supposed to be a safe place where we can talk and discuss things, and I don't want to see anything from this. It's just that it's something that I've been talking to other people about for a long time, and I've always wondered it myself. So I would love to hear from you guys. As always, just keep everything civil and respectful. That's all I ask for you guys. But for the most part, everyone tends to do that on my channel. That's one thing I'm very appreciative, is that I very rarely have anyone that says bad things or disrespects other people, because my subscriber base, I think, is out of the 1,000 people I have on here, is very respectful, and I love you guys for it, so keep it up. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great, blessed day, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this week's Anime Talk. As always, if you did, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video, check out my Patreon for awards and stuff. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.